Roddy, obviously you guys had an 18-point lead, and then this one gets away. What changed when you were ahead, and why weren't you able to close this out?
I just felt like we wasn't detailed enough in the second half. First half, we came out with a sort of aggression that we needed to withstand for the whole entire game. So, in order for us to be the team we want to be, we got to be able to withstand that aggression and attention to detail.
How do you do that, and is this team capable of doing that at this point of the year?
Most definitely. Moving forward, I think that, like I said before, we still have the guys still bought into what Coach Holtman has set up for us. So I think we just really got to execute.
Roddy, from your vantage point, what was supposed to happen on that last sequence where you guys had the turnover?
Really just not to let Galloway get downhill, get to his right hand. We knew that was one of his strong suits. So just little mishaps, like a small attention to details we really should have did a lot better on. And that's rule number one of basketball: don't help out the corner. And he made a great shot.
And then on the other end, when you guys, I guess right before that, with Jameson, the turnover, Gayle bringing it up, what was the play there for you guys?
That's one of our sets for our late game package to get Jameson the ball. They did a really good job trailing him, made it really hard for him to make the catch. And then, they played great on-ball defense.
Obviously going to be, negative emotions, but can you describe what it was like in the locker room after this one? It's just, people, we got the youngest team in the Big Ten, so, you got a lot of guys who get inside their heads, but, it's an easy thing to kind of correct. A lot of manageable things that we did to lose this game. I think we had a lot of mistakes that we could have corrected. So I feel like that was the only thing, just to everybody keep their heads up and stay together moving forward. Did you feel frustration at all start to set in as the lead started to fall there in the second half?
Absolutely, I felt frustration because in practice that's not who we are. We don't get punked by the other team. It's not the guys we have on our roster. So of course frustration settled in. They beat us to all 50-50 balls. Started fouling. They started hitting shots, and we just wasn't, detailed enough to be able to win, or detailed long enough to be able to win against a really good team.
Yeah, I know you guys are staying positive or trying to stay positive, but how much anger is there? I mean, does this team need to get angry in certain situations and play with that kind of nastiness? Or is that an issue, or what's going on with these big leads sort of being lost?
I feel like we just can't let our foot off the gas pedal. We kind of let them creep back into the game, and once they felt like they were able to, we gave them life. And anything is possible with a little bit of hope. So we just got to be able to keep applying pressure and be able to close out games much better than what we have in the past.
Roddy, on the offensive end in the second half, obviously you guys were getting what you wanted in the first half, and then I think only Jameson scores more than 4 points. What was different, obviously, besides Indiana picking up defense, but what was different that was allowing you guys to score in the first, not in the second?
Obviously, Ware is a terrific shot blocker and rim protector. Even just his presence make it incredibly difficult to be able to, get easy scores. So him being in foul trouble in the first half was, great for us because we were able to score in the paint a lot more easier, which allowed some of our outside shots to, be able to be more, open. So I would say Ware was the key factor in, the defense this game.
And when this has happened now, obviously the Penn State game will be the one talked about because it was also 18 points, but there's been a series of games where you've had the leads in the second half and either haven't closed or the other team's come close and you guys have pulled it out. Are you thinking about that either when you're on the court or maybe on the bench, that, okay, it's starting to slip away? Is that in the back of your mind at all as a player?
Kind of. Like my mentality is next play. Obviously, you have those times kind of haunt you where, we gave up an 18-point lead. So you make it your duty not to relive that. So
I mean, yeah, it's kind of in the back of your head, but just next play mentality and trying to, make the next right play.
Time for one more for Roddy, and we'll get Holden.
Right, we've asked you about emotions and kind of what you're feeling. What is your primary takeaway right now? Like, how is this sitting with you? This is 5 in a row, 8 of the last 9. Like, I don't need to read off the numbers to you, but that obviously this has been trending in the wrong direction for a while. What is your overwhelming feeling? What is kind of going through your head? How do you process where this team sits right now, given that you've talked about this is correctable stuff and you feel good about the guys in the locker room, but the results just aren't there?
I just think we got to stay with it. And obviously there needs to be a sense of urgency if we want to do what we all came here for. If we want to win, we got to be able to, pick up stuff a lot quicker than what we have. Like you said, we got a locker room for it. We just got to, execute.
Thanks, Roddy.